And so here we have it, people. Part 2 of the electric mini rocker BMX build. So, unfortunately, we have had to postpone the video a little bit due to the fact that we couldn't get the controller to work. However, I'll explain what I've done with the controller. We've swapped it for a new one. I'll explain that in the rest of the video. But without further ado, let's get into part 2 of the electric mini rocker BMX build. And so then, people, here we have it. We now have the monorim suspension fitted. We now have the 500 watt motor fitted with the disc brake fitted as well. Only thing that we've now got left to do with this mini rocker is fit the battery, the controller and the LCD screen and throttle. Now, in the previous video I did show you that I was going to be using a GT or TF100 LCD screen and a 16 amp controller. However, we had a little bit of an issue and accidentally I ordered the wrong one. And I actually ordered a 48 volt version instead of the 36 volt version. So unfortunately, I have had to postpone the video for a little bit. We have had to order a new controller and screen. But we 100% now know that that one will work with it. So all we have left to do is literally put the battery on, put the screen on and put the controller on, connect everything up together. Sorted. You'll be able to ride your homemade, very own electric mini rocker BMX. So then, starting off, what we need to do today is we need to put on the battery. Now, depending how you want to do it, it is all down to you really where you want to put the battery on the bike. But for my personal preference, we can turn sideways a little bit there for you so you can see. I like to put them spot on perfectly on the front of the bike right there. Makes it look nice and neat, nice and tidy, and it also helps with a little bit of weight over the front end to be able to balance. So what we'll do is we'll get a cable tie at this side. We want to put it around that way really. There we go. Now we don't have to tighten them all the way just yet. Need them to still be a little bit loose. And I'll do this side. There we go. Is that the same way? Yes, it is. No, it isn't, is it? No, it's not. I'm putting the cable tie on the wrong way. I want it that way. And there we have it. So, now we've got the battery positioned where we actually want it. We need to push the cable ties out to where we want them and then tighten them as much as we can with his hands, keeping the actual cable tie to the bottom because we don't want them to be catching on anything. Right. So we've got them situated basically where we want them now. So what I'm going to do is get some pliers. Any pair of pliers will do just fine. And line it up so it's in line with the actual bar behind. Grab it and just tighten it up. Bit of leverage and that should do. And let's click on that side. And give this a go. Should be able to get a few out of this one. And go. And push it to the back. Same with that one. This one can definitely get a little bit more. So we'll just pull this a little bit. There we go. That should be enough. You don't want it too tight, but you don't want it too loose either, because you don't want the battery to be bouncing about. Now it will slide up and down at the moment, but the way that we control that from happening, or should I say stop that from happening, so what we'll now do is slide the cable tie underneath the one that you just put in. So just just tuck that behind for now. There we go. We'll just tuck that one behind for now as well. That should keep it where we want it. Yes. No. Slide his Allen key through here. Slide his cable tie through here. Like so. And we're going to wrap it round onto the actual handlebar to stop it from flapping up and down. Now this one we can make really tight and we don't have to worry about it. Same with this side. Get this pushed over. Which way have we gone around? Nope, gone the wrong way with that one. Push it through this way, lock it round, pull it nice and tight. There we go. Now that is our battery nice and secured to the front of the mini BMX handlebars. So all we've got left to do now is make sure that we pull it nice and tight from behind, make sure that they're all locked in place where we want them to be. Oh, that's pulling a bit tighter. Still a bit more. A bit more in that one. And there we go. So, as battery is now fully secure, not going anywhere, all we need to do is chop off the ends of the cable ties at the back, and moving on from that, the next thing to install will be the controller and display. What go on, bro? What you say?
Can they try these?
Yeah, well, come on. Wait, because I need some. Wait. Right then, now that we've got the battery installed, it's now time to get the controller installed. So pretty much the same way for this. However, instead of putting it up here, I think I'm going to put it here. It'll look nice and neat, it's nice and tidy. So what we want to do is we want to get two nice big cable ties, nice and strong. We're going to put one round here. Just tighten it a tiny little bit, make a loop. I'm going to put one round here. Just tighten it a tiny little bit. Ooh. Tiny little bit. Make a loop. Now that we've got us loop, even though the cable ties are locked undone on me. Oh dear. Right, here we go. Now it shouldn't come back off. Now we can slide the controller through there. Slide the controller through there. Now we literally want it just to sit perfectly. So, tighten them up, ensuring that the cable ties stay in the groove of the controller. So I'm just going to lift it up a second so I can hold it and tighten it. So get it in the centre and just keep tightening those cable ties until it's nice and tight. That's one side. This side. There we go. We're getting there. We may have to put one more on it, but we'll see. We'll see when we get there. So we've slidden that down. We've tightened that one up as much as we possibly can. Right. So now that we've got it attached that way, like so, we've got all those wires ready to be wired up nice and neatly, and ones will have to come down. So we've got as phase and as hall sensors to come downwards, and they will connect into, didn't see that, and they will connect into as motor. Then moving on, we have power, that will connect directly into as power. We have throttle and screen, which will plug directly into a throttle and screen, and then the rest we have headlight. We have, sorry, no, that's for the headlight. That one is for throttle. We've then got these for regen braking, I believe, and then we also have another one for pedal assist sensor, I believe, on this controller as well. But we're not going to need all of them for now. I think the only ones that we are going to need for now are the phase and the Hall sensors and the display and the power. So now that we've got the controller attached, slowly but steadily, just to show you how it all goes together, we'll start putting it where it needs to be. So starting off, let's move it forward and turn it a little bit just so you can see where I'm plugging these in. Is it going to hold? Yes, we'll hold it there. So we've got our green phase wire into our green. Boom. Make sure they're pushed on. Now we've got as yellow phase wire into yellow. They should just pop in. We'll have to push the connector cover off to get it to go in properly, but boom, there we go, that's that one pushed in, that's that one pushed in. Now we'll sort out the covers on them after, we'll just show you how to do it for now. And then third of all, we plug in our blue phase wire. Boom. Wait for the little pop that it makes, yep, there we go, popped in. And now finally, we need to plug in our Hall sensors. So with our Hall sensors, we just get our plugs again. Boom, plug them straight in. And that's us now all hooked up. We'll sort out putting the cable covers over it when we've tested that it's all working. But for now, we should be A-okay. So next of all, what else do we need? We now need to fit our throttle and display. It's very similar to the UKC one, not the UKC one, the TF100 display. It's got USB charging and it's also got the option to change the modes, etc. So, without further ado, we just get an Allen key that fits it. Ooh, my legs hurt. Where is it? Where is it? I feel like I've already had it out. Here it is. So we'll now get the Allen key. We'll unscrew the bolt in the back. And we'll now slide on. Probably be easier me sitting on it for this one. We'll slide onto the actual bike. Our screen and display. We may have to stretch it a little bit, so you may actually have to take the bolt out. That's the case, take it out, stretch it, there we go, and slide it on. And get your bolt, put it back on, get your nut and put it back on, get your bolt, slide it through, and get your Allen key, slowly start tightening it up. Ever so steady, because you don't need it too tight. You still want to be able to move it around when you want to be able to set up your grips. So, now that we have got the controller fitted, the battery fitted, the screen and throttle fitted, all we have left to do is finish off connecting up as connections. So, as you can see, we've done as green phase, yellow phase, blue phase. As Hall sensors are connected, now we're going to connect our screen, throttle, and display here, just like so, the other way around, my bad. There we go, so that's the screen and throttle connected. Now, moving on, we now have to connect our power. So very carefully, you may get a little spark now when you connect the power. I mean, hopefully we get a little spark, at least then we know it's working. So, put them together, and there's the spark, plug it in, and now people, we should be able to turn the bike on. Right, so now we've got it all connected up. As I said, the bike should be ready to turn on. So we will press and hold the power button. Boom. There we go, people. So, shall we see how fast it goes? Mode 1. 17 kilometers an hour with the wheel in the air. Mode 2. 40. I don't know about that. Mode 3. Oh,
70.
fucking hell.
That goes, doesn't it?
I mean, it's not pussying out, is it?
No.
It don't sound too bad, does that, people? So, there we go. We now have everything wired up. The rocker is now working. And all we have left to do now is some cable management, sort out all the wires that are on the front of it, get them all nice and balanced, and then we will take it for its first little test ride. Right then, as we've just seen, the bike is now running absolutely perfectly. So all we need to do now is start doing a bit of cable management. So starting off, unplug that power. And when you do unplug that power, make sure you turn the bike back on to make sure it drains all the power out of the controller. Pardon me, because the last thing that you want is the controller to have a little bit of power left in it, you to accidentally touch this against something else metal, zaps it. That's where it goes wrong. So, now, how are we going to do this cable management? I think we're going to have to spin the bike around so you guys can see a little bit better. We're going to organise it. Right. So we've got all those wires coming here. We'll have to run this up here somewhere. Maybe there. It's going to be a little bit of a fiddly one, is this one, people. So I think what the plan of action is going to be is I'm going to pause the video here for a couple of seconds. We're going to start organising all the cables as to where we want them to be. Again, each to your own on this one, because there's no right or wrong way to do it. So yeah, we'll pause the video here for now and we'll carry on once we've got the cables sorted. And boom, there we have it, people. The second mini rocker is literally up and running. The video is coming soon. We're going to make sure that it's got the full tutorial so you know how to do this from start to finish. Are you ready, people? Let's go on a little ride for you. So we're in 36 volt. Scoot, scoot. Oh yes, you know it, people. The mini rocker is on fucking smoke. And boom, here we have it, people. The new Monorim 36 volt 350 watt electric mini rocker BMX. I've done it again, people. So starting off at the front, we are running the Monorim official 500 watt front motor. We're running the Monorim official front disc conversion kit. We're also running the Monorim official V5.0 front coil spring suspension. Moving on up front, we are running a VVF LED front light bar, I believe it's 20 watt. Moving up from that, we are running the 36 volt 350 watt, I think it's like a GT controller in there. Moving up from that, we have got the Aovo Pro 36 volt 7.5 Ah battery. We have paired it with a, I think it's a SA87 LCD screen and throttle. We've got modes 1, 2 and 3. We've got the light bar working on the switch. So you just press and hold the mode bar, there you go. For you to be able to turn the light on and off. But yeah, what do you think of it, people? It looks absolutely sweet from the front. Yeah, I know it needs a little bit of tweaking on the back end. We need to add a little bit of a mud guard on there. We need to sort out the pedal situation. But yeah, what do you think of it?